Hi everybody, it's Dandruff, and welcome to the first episode of Interview Cartridge. Recently I purchased a game on Steam called What the Box, and on the first day I played it, the developer showed up in my Twitch channel. Afterward I asked him for an interview, and lucky me, he agreed. Here's my interview with Daniel SND, the maker of What the Box. But the first question I have for you is, I first saw your game What the Box on Jim Sterling's YouTube channel. Where did you get the inspiration for this game?
Okay, so the game was made initially for a game jam, and the theme of the game jam was this is not supposed to be here, or this wasn't supposed to be here. I was trying to think of an idea, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and it's like, okay, so this is the theme. Do you have any ideas? And she was like, why don't you do a hide and seek game like Prop Hunts? Like, this is not supposed to be here, makes sense, hide and seek. So that's kind of where the idea came from.
Was this a Ludum Dare?
No, it wasn't Lundar. It was actually a Brazilian game jam. It was a 9 days game jam. And I'm translating the theme from Portuguese to English.
I actually thought you were from Canada. My manager had said you were...
I live in Canada.
Ah, you live in Canada. Okay. Do you have things in mind to keep the player base up, like DLC?
I don't have any DLC planned, but I do have a lot of updates planned.
Yeah, I saw in the stream today that you were having different things planned for, like, inside the box. You could have different little caricatures or whatever for that you would unlock to have whenever your box dies, this thing pops up. You even said you have a big thing of poop that would show up. That would be funny.
Yeah, like different skins that you could pick for your box cutter, for your actual box. Not that they'll show up all the time, but you'll be able to pick if you want to show up when you have a box cutter out since you're already visible, or when you're on fire because you're very, very visible at that point. And skins for what is inside the box that appear when you're dead.
Yeah, and it's for being as awesome as being on fire is, it sucks too because everybody knows where you're at.
Yeah. Some people like being on fire because they feel like, oh my, yeah, I'm on fire. I kill a lot of people. But some other people are like, I don't want to be on fire. I'm actually thinking of some way I can integrate Twitch into other box. I'm not entirely sure how, but I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how because it's a first-person shooter.
I'm thinking that maybe like one of the game modes, like the customized game mode.
Mm-hmm.
People can change variables and the game starts to be different. Like you have low gravity and you're shooting lots of bullets. You can change your variables, pretty much the owner of the room. I'm thinking of making a Twitch mode, like a Twitch interaction mode. So when you try to make Twitch interaction mode, it's going to make you connect to a channel. And then, like, everyone in that room would see, like, oh, you're playing Twitch mode in so-and-so's channel. And there would be, like, a vote for what happened next. And the people in the chat would be able to vote for certain things to happen. And, like, maybe, like, oh, the game mode would keep changing or something. Like, oh, now it's knife only, and everyone's fighting with knives. And maybe like, some little enemies, those exploding enemies spawn with viewer names. I don't know. There are lots of things I can do. I'm still not entirely sure what I'm doing.
Can you do giant bullets?
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
But yeah, like I want to do some sort of interaction with Twitch.
I like that idea actually, where every minute or so during a game they just vote on something and whatever gets voted the most, that's the new status change for the arena. That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking of something like that.
Well, more options is always a good thing, and the game is already full of game modes and different things you can do. There's already 5 levels in the game. It looked like there's space for one more.
I'm gonna add a scroll bar on that thing, so I'm gonna do more levels. That's for sure. I do have a lot of ideas. Like I want to do mutators for the game. So some of the things you can do on the customized mode will be mutators. Pretty much, you'd have a toggle to toggle them on and off. Like you're toggling low gravity, you're toggling slow bullets, you're toggling big bullets, you're toggling this, you're toggling that, and in the room listing, you would see like the little icons of the mutators, and it's like, oh, this server has these mutators, this one doesn't. Even the camping penalties, instead of just being camping penalties, to be a mutator.
Yeah, that all sounds like great ideas. I really love all of that. I can't wait to keep playing this. Do you plan on adding Steam Workshop support?
For what exactly?
For What the Box, like modding support.
I mean, for what kind of mods exactly?
Oh, skin mods, different player modes, stages.
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Most probably, I will not be adding any Steam Workshop integration. it is a lot of work, not only on implementation, but also later on in moderation and other things like that. I am just one guy.
Yeah, I saw some crazy stuff go on with Stellaris with their modding community earlier this year. It was not good stuff. Do you have any other projects you're working on currently?
I released the game on Steam in May called Rocket Fist, and I'm porting it to consoles now.
Do you have any plans on bringing What the Box to console?
Not at the moment. It is a lot of work, and I just don't really want to think about that right now. Maybe in the future, another year, like next year, but not anytime soon. There's a lot of work that I need to do on the box in the PC realm.
Yeah, and I mean, I have no idea really from a game developer's perspective what you need to do, so I mean, I'll take your word at it. I understand that making a game is not easy, especially one that's multiplayer.
Yeah, like the multiplayer aspect just makes it releasing on consoles just so much harder because there's so many things you have to account for. And even to test the game, you need 2 developer kits instead of just one, because you need to connect one to the other. All aspects of it just get way harder when you're dealing with an online multiplayer game.
I do think if it would be great to play on console, though.
No, I think it would be great to play on consoles. If I didn't have to do it, I would love to have it on consoles.
Yeah, just have somebody else do it.
Yeah, well,
That'll cost money,
people
though.
that listen to this and want to see this on consoles, buy a lot of copies on PC so I can pay someone to do it for console.
There you go.
Yep, just pay someone else to do it because, yeah, it's a lot of work.
Well, What the Box has a 94% rating on Steam so far. What do you think of the reviews?
Being completely honest, I don't actually usually read the positive reviews. I usually just read the negative ones.
Most people do.
The thing is, like, some of the negative ones, it is a problem that I know about and I'm trying to fix it. So right before we started this interview, I was just adding to my Steam account 2 of those people that did the negative reviews and asked them, like, hey, can you try it again and see if it's better? I don't know if that will help, but yeah, maybe the problem is fixed with this latest update.
It just goes to show that you care.
I do care. Like, I read everything on the, like, not the reviews, but everything on the discussions. Every post on the discussions I read and I try to reply.
And I mean, I've been playing games practically my whole life. I can tell a good game from a bad game, and you can tell when a developer is just cranks out one or the other, just cranking out a game after another. This is not a game that was just mass-produced. This is something you're going to put a lot of work in, or you have put a lot of work in. You're going to continue to work on until it's as good as it can possibly be. I can tell that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this game was developed in a very short time, but that's not because I don't care. That's just because that's how I do things. It was made in. I released within 29 days of making it.
Wow.
Yeah, I started making it in August 13, and now we are in September 15. And I just dated this video now.
I mean, that is the nature of game jams too. It really helps you crunch. So good for you. I'm really happy with it.
I need to. Here's the thing. Like, I have been doing so much the past few days. I haven't actually been able to do the proper talking to my players. Like, I haven't written an announcement. I haven't really released the roadmap. I have replied to a lot of posts about it, but I need to do a proper roadmap and say, like, these are my ideas, this is what's happening, and this is when it's happening. Yeah, I just need to get some time to do that.
Well, I mean, take all the time you need. I mean, the game is already great for what it is. If you need to just take a day off of working on it to do that, I'm pretty sure everybody wouldn't mind.
Yesterday I took a day off just to rest because I was really tired.
I'm really actually honored to be able to talk to you. You're actually the first dev I've kind of have any contacts with. So.
Now I feel special.
Ha!
I'm streaming a game development. I've actually streamed the whole process of making this game from beginning to now. I don't really like working on not streaming.
I loved it. I loved watching you stream too. I was actually learning different things about coding, picking up what I could here and there. I don't know very much about coding. I know hardware pretty well, but coding side I kind of get lost in.
Yeah, I mean, for developers, I think it's a great motivational tool, because before I started streaming, it was like, okay, I'm just doing this thing that no one knows about, and I don't have anyone to talk about this. with my stream, I'm constantly talking about it, and people are giving me suggestions and asking questions, and that just gives me such motivation to continue working on it.
Did you have any plans on creating discount packs of the game, like buy 3 get 1 free, or what would, like 4 for $16? A lot of Steam games have that offer.
Yeah, here's the thing: the old Steam games that have that offer can still have it. The new ones can't get it.
Oh, I was not aware of this.
I would, I would if I could.
Because I would love to just be able to buy 3 or 4 copies of this and just give them out to my friends. I don't care if it'll cost me $20 or whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean, I understand, and I wish I could.
Yeah,
but it's something that's not happening anymore.
Yeah, I was looking, out of your control.
I was looking into making that into another website, like on HIO. I asked the HIO developers, like, "Hey, is this a thing?" And they're like, "No, there's not a thing here either." I'm like, okay.
It's not, as far as I know, it's not available on Humble Bundle or GOG either.
No. Right now, I'm only on itch.io and on Steam.
Are you trying to get onto other platforms like Bundle Stars, Humble Bundle?
Not really. Not at the moment. Maybe in the future.
Okay.
Right now, like I said, I'm releasing a lot of updates. I don't want to keep several places. Like, I don't want to have to, every time I do an update, upload it to several different places. 2 is already enough, because there are 4 different builds. There's Windows, Windows 32, Linux, and OS X. So it's kind of annoying to upload everything every time.
Yeah, that is very true.
In the future, when there's less updates, maybe. But right now, it's like I'm updating every couple of days.
That makes a total amount of sense. And like I said, I'm not a game developer. I really appreciate the insight on that.
Yeah, sure. I really love talking about this. Like, I did an AMA on Reddit when I released it with other developers. And it was really fun. Lots of good questions. It was only on the Unity. Like, I did it on the Unity section, like the subreddit. So it was mostly Unity developers asking me questions. It wasn't like a, I don't know.
All right. Well, the only other question I have is there anything else that you would like people to know about yourself or any of your games?
I'll have to think on that. I just released an update. Did you get the update?
Let me check that.
It's fairly easy to check because the room list looks different.
Yeah, there is an update queued for. Is there patch notes?
Sometimes you need to restart Steam.
I was trying to see if there was a patch notes or an update or something behind it.
There is the discussion forums for the game.
Okay. I gotta say, I really do like the game. I know I may have seemed a little hard on it, but
it's okay. It's fine.
I nitpick every game, and I nitpick even my favorite games.
Mm-hmm. No, you're actually saying good things about it in the stream. That was okay. Yeah, you did say you liked it.
I really, really do, and I mean, especially for the price that it is, I don't think that I don't know how you could go wrong.
I'm kind of blanking here. I don't know. I mean, I should try Rocket Fist. And have you looked at Rocket Fist?
I have. It seems like a puzzle game of sorts.
Not really. No, it's an action game.
It's an action game.
Very fast-paced. Pretty much, it's dodgeball with robots in a top-down view. It's really good in local multiplayer. It kind of feels like a Bomberman crossed with air hockey of sorts.
Does it have online multiplayer?
I would like to say no.
Okay.
Because I was trying to do online multiplayer there and just backfired my face really, really badly and wasn't working well. And to this day, it's not working well. I might go back and try to fix it with what I learned from Other Box, but it's a hard game to do online. Like with Mother Box, the way you're seeing things from behind the character, you're not really seeing much of what's happening around you. With a top-down game, you're seeing everything. So any weirdness caused by lag, it's really obvious and apparent. While in Mother Box, you kind of like accept certain things because you don't have perfect view of everything. There's a bug, I'm making air quotes here, that people have been reporting. They're like, oh, sometimes I kill someone and they kill me. And they're dead when they kill me. And it's like,
that's happened to me.
Yeah, they were not dead when they killed you in their computer. If that makes sense.
No, it makes total sense to me. Yeah.
Like, how do I reconcile that? Because if I say, like, oh, in your computer, the guy was dead, so he couldn't have killed you, so I'm not going to let you die. But in the other guy's computer, he said, like, hey, I shot this guy. He was supposed to be dead. Why is he not dead? So, like, one of these two people are going to be sad, no matter what I do.
I think for some of that, you just gotta have a concession and both people die. I think that's the better...
That's what I'm doing, and that's what people are calling a bug, and I'm like, I don't know what to do about that. I'm actually considering right now buying a low-end laptop and trying to optimize the game to run on a low-end laptop, because I'm hoping my solution solved it, but I still haven't heard back from anyone, so...
Well, I do know the 4th most used graphics card on Steam is Intel HD 4000 graphics.
Yeah, and that's an internal graphics card. It's not really a dedicated one.
Yeah, and most of that's on laptops.
Yep. The problem that I was having that I just pushed a fix for is that some people actually have laptops with dedicated graphics cards. However, the game was picking the Intel HD 4000 one instead for the game. So they have the better graphics card. The game's just choosing not to use it. I had that problem with Rocket Fist, and I actually solved it before, but I completely forgot about it. One thing I just did on this update, and that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the forum button? When on the main menu, there's like play, options, forum, and quit.
I'll be honest, all I look for is the play button.
Well, I hope some other people look around, because when I'm streaming now, the forum button's actually going to be a link to the stream, and it's going to be like, developer stream live now.
Oh, that is really cool.
Yep. But if other people are just looking for the play button, like, okay.
I'll have to pay more attention now.
The button does look a little different, and the live now is written in yellow, so I hope that helps. I'll see in my next stream if some randoms appear like, hey, I was playing the game and I saw this button.
That's actually a really cool idea. I really like that.
Like Rocket Fist, I have some streaming, like Twitch interaction features. I don't know if you realize that on my stream I have these little robots in the bottom that are walking around and they're the viewers of the stream, and they can explode and fight and stuff.
I did see that. I did see that actually, because I saw one with my name walking around on it, and then when I just looked up Rocket Fist, now I realize those are the little characters from Rocket Fist.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
So I started playing around with Twitch interaction and reading stuff from the chat and making the game respond to it. And in Rocket Fist, I actually added a feature for that you can go in options, Twitch interaction, and connect it to their channel. And if you play in the adventure mode, the enemies are going to be named after viewers from the stream. And that's really, really cool, because the viewers love, like, oh my god, I killed you, ha ha ha, and like, it's just their name, but they love it.
Oh, they totally love it. When I play RimWorld, I put them in the stream or I put them in the game all the time, and I'm like, oh no, why are you trying to start a fight with him? No, you guys, stop it. You know, it really helps streamers interact with their
Maybe you should play Rocket Fist.
Maybe I should play Rocket Fist.
But it's better for streaming because of the Twitch interaction. You might actually, yeah.
Oh, I'll play it on stream and I'll make a YouTube video.
I do that on the local multiplayer for Rocket Fist. There are power-ups, and pretty much you can vote on a power-up to be applied for everyone. There's also some bad things that you can vote on, like spawn bombs in the level, that kind of thing. And like viewers love voting on bad stuff to happen to streamers. That's just a thing that they like to do.
I've played lots of Choice Chamber and I refuse to play it anymore because of that reason.
I think it would be cool. Like maybe they vote for slow motion mode and like everything's super epic in slow motion. You're trying to dodge bullets. Yeah, today was a good day, a good productive day. I implemented a lot of cheat detection. I think that's what we watched when I was streaming today.
Yep.
Hopefully the cheat. I heard there were some cheaters, and people are reporting like, hey, there's this cheater, he wouldn't die, and I hope that will be less of a problem now.
I hate cheaters. I absolutely despise cheaters.
Me too.
I don't consider it playing the game if you're cheating, because if you just want to beat everybody, you're not playing the game.
Yeah. I hope that I get less reports of cheating. If the reports continue, I might need to have to do something about that, but I hope I don't have to.
I saw you were trying to implement, if they were cheating, they just couldn't push the play button.
That's what I implemented today. So right now in the new build, it should, if it detects cheating, it should disconnect you from the server you're on, and the join room, the create room, they shouldn't work anymore. DRM, like, I don't even bother with, like, it's pointless.
It is. If people are gonna, honestly, if people are gonna steal your game, they're gonna steal your game.
The game right now, yesterday actually, second day of release, It's available for free on the Cracker people there, the guys. I'm kind of flattered because we're really big and they care enough to pirate the game. So I'm like, yeah, you guys are awesome, thank you. I actually think this might help the game.
Yeah, I don't think pirating is all bad. I'm on a weird stance on it where I'm not completely against it, but I'm not for it either.
The game is an online multiplayer game, and you can only play with people that are in the same version as you. And I'm updating this thing almost like I'm gonna be updating like every 3 days or 4 days or so. People that downloaded the piracy, they don't get auto updates. They're gonna get a button saying like, "Hey, there's an update," that will take them to my site. And if they like the game, if they want to continue playing the game, I imagine they wouldn't mind paying $4 for it. It's easier than keep going to download a new version and have to wait to release a new version and stuff.
Oh, I completely agree. It's worth the auto updates, but more importantly, I think it's worth supporting the developers for the products that you enjoy.
I don't know if pirates care about that.
I think some do, because I've pirated games before in the past, and every single game that I played that I enjoyed, I made sure to purchase later on.
Like, the people that downloaded the game on yesterday, they are seeing an update button right now. So yeah, I hope they do click that update button and they decide to give me some money.
Well, I think it's worth it.
Thank you. It is fairly cheap. Like, it's cheaper than a Big Mac.
I mean, really, $5 these days, there's a lot of content there for $5. My goodness. I really do like this game. I want to put it in the most positive light that I can, because it's you know, no offense, it's a cheap game. Everybody should just get a cheap game and just have fun with it. Really.
Right. Like, this game's cheap enough that you can just get your friends to buy it and just play with them. Even if there's no community around it and no one's playing, you can get like 4 friends around and play with them.
Yeah, and I mean, get 4 friends together. That's good enough for a game. And now we're playing cat and mouse. What the box?
Exactly. Yep. It was really funny, like entering your stream.
I really didn't know.
I hope we'll do this. I hope we'll do that. And I was like, yeah.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
But really,
sometimes I enter streams and it's like, hey, I'm the developer. I'm like, hi, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys enjoyed the game. And people are like, you're not a developer. Come on.
Well, I wasn't sure. I didn't have my doubts. I just didn't read the thing that you had mentioned that you were making levels, and then I ended my stream and my manager was like, was he the developer? I'm like, was he? I checked out your Twitch stuff and it was you streaming making levels, and I'm like, well, that's probably legit right there. I've got to talk to this guy.
That is one way to know that I'm legit. Just click on my stream and see what I'm doing there.
I mean, your icon is a box with a box cutter.
Yeah. And I mean, the game actually has my name on it in the bottom, and yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for having me on this interview.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I was kind of surprised you said yes initially. So yeah, it's a really nice opportunity for both of us, I think.
Nice.